Welcome, journeyers, to another episode of Macro Crypto, where each and every week we break down the happenings both within the JRNY CLUB as well as Planet Zolo through the eyes of a legendary journeyer within the space. As you can tell, it's dark as shit behind me, and it's cold as balls out here. It's like 53 degrees. I'm out here on vacation visiting my wife's family out in California, giving you late night content. Finally got the baby to sleep, so we're grinding for the JRNY CLUB. If you do enjoy the contents, just give us a like and subscribe and head over to that Twitter page at Macro Crypto Club. Like always, link will be down in the description. Also, if the volume is messed up, apologies off the bat if you hear the wind. I think I got it corrected, but it's windy out here. I'm freezing if I talk fast or if I stutter on my words because it's getting a little chilly. But that's besides the point. Let's get into our content, talking all things JRNY, giving you our perspective, where we think this project is headed, where we've been, because obviously lots of drama, lots of fudding into the project. But guess what? The FUD is always louder from the few when there's still the majority is in favor for this project moving forward. And we're going to go over the reasons why you should continue believing into the JRNY CLUB itself. And I think as time moves along, that's only going to be proven by actions, obviously. So we'll see if those actions speak louder than the words that we're going to be discussing within this video. And as you can tell, the Mint Pass, take one last look at it because the rebrand is right around the corner. Maybe it's 1, 2, 3 weeks away. I don't really know. Don't have any inside information, but the Mint Pass was the reason why there was so much drama, right? It was the reason for chaos, for the adversity that hit the club, because so many people took the Mint Pass as such, which rightfully so. It says it on there, but I think you're doing it wrong. And I've said this in previous videos, viewing it as a Mint Pass, it's a membership pass. It should have always been viewed that way, especially if you're investing in a project for the long term. We have a macro view on majority of things that we do within my investments, and this is no different. And how I view this moving forward was always through the eyes and the lens of a membership pass and what it could bring for bootstrapping purposes for a company. Being on the ground floor of something special, NFTs are creating the ability to do things that have never been available for, you know, the likes of you and me within, you know, the world of business. So where this goes, is it successful? I don't know. I don't have that type of crystal ball, but I have at least a pretty large size investment in that it will. And I'm taking that chance to be at the ground floor of something special and something that's so innovative, especially in regards to non-fungible tokens. So, you know, I think we're all growing here, and I think Tony's no different. There's going to be a big learning curve for all of us. And, you know, he has a lot on his shoulders. And I think overall, right now, where we're positioned, I'm not mad about it. I think we're still in a strong position, even with all the FUD. People came into this project looking at the Mint Pass, and basically the villagers was the end all be all. And if that wasn't successful, okay, apocalypse just happened. Hell's freezing over. It's, you know, the sky's falling. And obviously, I've said this in previous videos. Look, if you came in believing that and the Mint Pass was that for you, I can't be mad at you. I understand that pain, and because you feel betrayed and you feel like you were lied to and you were, you know, led in a down a road that gave you a loss at the end of the day. And, you know, truly, I can sympathize for that. But at the same time, like I mentioned, I just don't have that same view when it comes to this. I view it as a membership pass entirely, and I'll go over reasons why I think that's more important for the future and having as a long-term hold. But, you know, let's go ahead and dive into that, right? We discussed this a little bit last week. I'll change it up a little bit, but ideally, the JRNY Mint Pass is going to be the holder, end all be all, always. Everything coming back to that. Stardust runs through there. Everything coming back, even future projects are probably going to run into that Stardust. Nothing's live on the Stardust store. That's another thing everyone just always throws shade about. But when you're trying to build a company out, it's like, you know, legal issues. Let's give it some time. Patience, everybody. You know, if everyone wants things to happen now, it's just like, let's pump the brakes, but have the idea in a long-term view. If you have the funds to get yourself a JRNY CLUB membership and you want to hold for years to come, that's your route. Not to say that jumping on, 10, 11 villagers within Planet Zolo and then trying to flip into a JRNY CLUB. If you think that's going to be successful for you and you want to take that risk, that's all on you. But if you're asking me which one is a better investment for the long term, I'm always going to say the JRNY CLUB membership, because that's going to house every project in the future. Right now, Planet Zolo is obviously the main focus, as well as the Stardust store. I think those things launching and being successful is only going to create more of an impact for the JRNY CLUB itself. We have an opportunity right here to be at the ground floor of something so special and helping bootstrap a company to success and bringing innovation and voting on how this project moves forward is special. And if you don't realize that, or you don't want to be a part of that community, I can't be, I'm not upset that you're leaving, if we're being honest about it, because I want this community just as much as it probably a lot of, especially for anyone in the High Council or anyone in the project, really, to have a lot of individuals that really want this project to prosper in the next year plus, not in the next month plus. Yes, small wins are always great, but we need to get them right, because with my view, which we'll go over a little later, a lot's riding on that battle game that will be dropping. So I want them to get that right. If the battle game has a lot of success out of the gate, it's going to lead to more success and more value for the villagers, which then obviously trickles over to the JRNY CLUB itself. And then the game itself, whether it's a strategy game down the line for Planet Zolo, as well as the companions, all those things are going to trickle over to JRNY and then create ability for future projects. And where I find so much value is JRNY will then allow, most likely, for these membership passes to create whitelist spots for all these other projects. And then you can decide ultimately, hey, do I want to get into this? Do I see value in that type of game or that type of ecosystem? Because this is your parent company that's going to create multiple ecosystems. And you already started to see that within Discord. You got Planet Zolo, and then you have the JRNY CLUB. How many ecosystems can we get if we have this project is massive? So just my 2 cents on that. I'm always going to kind of come back to this and just discuss it. And then, of course, the Stardust store launching down the line will just be a huge thing moving forward. We'll see how that plays out once that does get launched. Let's go ahead, check out the prices on OpenSea. Looking at the JRNY CLUB official page, like we do each and every week, discussing over 14,000 volume traded. Just wild, always. This floor price did dip below 1.1 earlier this week. We're back up to 1.375, and there's only 100 items available out there. It just means it can be eaten up real quick, and we've said that last week, and we dipped a little lower. But hear me out. Is the week 1.375? There just needs to be this one little catalyst. That catalyst changes everything. Do we see that next week, in 2 weeks, 3? Again, I don't have this insider information, but when you have that low of availability for mint passes to be purchased, just like we've all discussed about Bitcoin and Ether, if they're off exchanges, it can create a firestorm. And we're seeing that right now within crypto. And guess what? The same thing applies to NFTs. You only have 100 out there and available. The supply is low. If a catalyst comes around, this project could skyrocket within the JRNY CLUB. So just putting that out there. Talking about it. Also, obviously, the Zolo key card. There is currently 7.2 thousand. It will always be the lowest NFT within the ecosystem, obviously, because it's deflationary. People can burn it to get villagers. This was the key card that was given to you if you were a club holder. And then you could also be part of the public mint for villagers as well. And as you can tell, we have 11 of them. Do we burn? Do we sell? I don't know, but you'll be with us when we do. I'll let you know whether we do sell it or burn it. And if we burn it, you'll see what we got from it. But right now as well, the burn will get you a villager, which is currently 1 or 0.109. I hope it'll eventually be a floor price of 1 ETH. But we do hit the 2,000 mark on volume traded. The number of owners, unique addresses keeps creeping up. We want to continue seeing this on a weekly basis. So 4.9, just keep that in your memory, in your mind. Currently, a good amount is on the buy now. A lot of unique, or not unique, a lot of floor villagers are available within the space. I do want to kind of show off some of the villagers we did end up picking up recently. We just picked this one up today. We got a gold skin just because someone would have it out there for like, I think it was 0.18 ETH. Like, what are you doing out there? I'll go pick that up. And then we did the same with the neon glasses. I just felt like it was such a Chad thing to do. So why not? And so we picked up this one as well. And of course, as we showed off a little bit last week, we did reveal the shaman, the full set shaman within Planet Zolo. So I'm going to anoint myself as the shaman for Planet Zolo. I feel like it's right. And respectfully, I'm going to lead all you viewers in prayer on a weekly basis. So if you can, let's go ahead, bow our heads and pray. Rub-a-dub-dub, bless this club. Amen. So just showing some positive vibes out there for the club, because obviously we want to prosper. We want to win. We want to become a little bit more wealthy. We want this community to grow in a successful manner. So build that positivity together. And I'm just here to kind of amplify that at the end of the day. And checking out, like we do each and every week, the leaderboard within Stardust. We will be going over the changes within the Stardust ecosystem as well shortly. But as always, the leaderboard, AAA, Triple B, still in the #1 spot. Raja, Sir Castile, RBSM, and Ches rounding out the top 5. Also, I do want to say the High Council itself was an excellent move by JRNY. This has only increased the number of legendary holders within the space, and I think it's going to create a lot of value in the long term. So if you were on the cusp of that, or if you want to become a part of the High Council, highly recommend it. I think a lot of innovative things are happening within the space, and just basically a lot of great discussions are happening with that. And the reason why I bring that up is because a lot of these individuals I've kind of seen within that channel. Young 247, Mike the Owl, JRNY, which is the Blockwork Orange, seen all those individuals within there. So what's up, guys or gals? Moped as well. And as you can see, Little Mac right here at number 32. We're keep rising in the ranks. I'm so excited. We're so close to breaking that top 30. I do want to point out number 27, Voyager 2706. I see you just grinding and killing it. One of the individuals that seems to always be in the chat, brings a lot of positive energy as well. So just wanted to kind of throw your name out there and give you some credit where credit is due. And then, of course, like Yield Ho, one of the best names within the space, and just in my opinion. So, of course, Eric and Sir Donut as well. What's up? And that's just kind of some of the individuals within Stardust. Obviously, Stardust is going to be very important on what you can actually receive within the Stardust store. NFTs. Actually in real life merch as well as products, NFT events, maybe community event tickets, who knows? And once it finally goes live, we'll see how much everything costs in regards to Stardust. Now, heading over to Rarity Tools. If you do want to visit Rarity Tools, you'll be able to check out where your villager is currently ranked. Also, has to be said that there are 16 legendary or one-of-ones basically that have already been minted. 4 are still out there. So someone's going to get them. Is it me? Maybe. Hopefully. Maybe me. But checking out some of the JRNY Club Stardust rewards updates. Okay, these roles do stack. So understand within the JRNY Club, that means pass holders for JRNY Club membership. It's going to be the Earthlings worth 300. And this is now daily. Everything is daily. Once per day you can collect. But you can continue working, every 3 hours. So just throwing that out there. Earthlings, Settlers, Journeyers. Remember that rebrand. Now it's Journeyers, Special Journeyers, Rare, Epic, Legendary, and Apex. Those big bad boys. Apex is at 2,000. Everything stacks, so you're just get all those rewards on a daily basis, whether you are holding villagers on Planet Zolo, 1, 3, 5, 10, 25, 50, 100, and a warlord holding 200. If anyone out there is holding that, good on you. And then holding just one Zolo key gives you 200 daily rewards extra on top of that. And you can always use collab land within those discords. Never do any collab lands outside in DMs ever, okay? I'm pretty sure you know that, but just want to continue throwing that out there. Lastly, before we end this video, big discussion around the battle game. My view on this and my perspective on the success currently within the Zolo ecosystem is going to ride heavily, at least early on the battle game and the adoption of the battle game. So whether that's you and I playing it and also creating individuals outside of the ecosystem, that's why I was always on board with the 20K set. It just brings more awareness to the battle game and to JRNY CLUB overall. And that's what we all want as investors into a project that's like this, that is so innovative and so new to all of us, and really what this is going to hold and how we have to adapt to the future. It's crazy. It really is. So let's just enjoy this I'm stumbling, my bad. Let's just enjoy this wild ride that we're on and figure out how we can adapt, change, bring value to our communities that we are currently in within the NFT space, and ultimately really try to further understand where this space could head and where specific projects could overall end up in 3, 4, 5 years from now. Because I'm not just here for the good times. We're here for a long time. I really do hope you enjoy the content. As always, everybody, peace until next time.